What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema.
James Shue, welcome back.
Thank you, sir. I missed Inside Out, which was amazing.
Yes.
But today we're here at AMC because we're about to throw down with the premiere of Ted 2.
Yes. Mark Wahlberg, Seth MacFarlane reunite.
Amanda
in
Seyfried.
in this teddy bear classic. So, Giovanni Ribisi also be joining.
Not excited.
Morgan Freeman.
Excited.
What do you mean you're not excited for Giovanni?
I hated his character in the first one.
That's good. That's a good thing. That means he's a really good actor. He got the emotions out of you. Personally, he was my favorite part of the first Ted. What do you remember of the first Ted? Have you watched recently? And what are your thoughts on that movie?
When I first saw the first Ted, the preview, loved it. And when I saw the movie, loved it all. I was like, because I think no matter who you are, everyone used to have a toy that you used to wish was alive, or your toy that was always with you, or your toy that was your best friend. And so when I saw it, I was just like, this is freaking awesome. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. And I'm extremely excited for part 2.
I thought the first Ted was okay. I mean, I wasn't amazed by it. I didn't think it was anything too spectacular. So the sequel is something that I'm like, all right, you know, hopefully it's a little bit different. Obviously going in a much different direction.
No Mila.
Yeah, no Mila. Mila's not a part of this project, but it obviously going in with something with a little bit maybe more heart and a little bit more of a deeper story. So I don't know, maybe they'll do it right the second time, but I will say, nothing against the Seth MacFarlane fans. He's just doesn't mesh with me. I'm not a big fan of anything. Million Ways to Die in the West was a movie
horrible.
That was horrible.
It was horrible. The best part of that movie for me was probably the Christopher Lloyd Back to the Future scene, and that's it.
That and Gilbert Gottfried being Abraham Lincoln.
I lied. And Charlize Theron just being in it.
Just being there.
Yeah, just being there.
Yeah, beyond that, that movie was atrocious.
It was horrible. It was bad.
I'm not a Family Guy fan. I don't watch any of the
Family Guy's
television
hilarious
shows.
to me.
Oh, you watch those? But I don't know. But let's see what he does in the second one. 2 hours, which is quite lengthy for a comedy like this. So hopefully he makes his time worth it.
All right, let's see.
Let's go.
All right, so we just got out of Ted 2, and for me, it fell short. But okay, it was funny, but I felt like they kept on doing the same joke, or like the Google searches. I don't want to say.
Yes.
The Google search. The first time I was like, yeah, that's funny because it's true. Actually, maybe not that exact reference, but yeah. It's true, right? That stuff is true. Yeah. Then the second time, I was like, okay, and then the third time, and then literally fourth, fifth, sixth. I was like, all right, it's enough. But yeah, I mean, it was. But I literally just got out too. Like, we're not recording. Like, it was funny. I'm absolutely glad I watched it, but I won't be recommending it. Other than people who, if you saw part 1, I think you'll.
Did you like part 1 over this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, part 1 was better, I thought. But still seeing Ted, even the intro monologue, or not even monologue, the intro dancing scene was long, and I love seeing Ted. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm not jacked. Like Mad Max, we were jacked.
Inside Out.
I was jacked.
When you come out in a year of movies, Inside Out and Mad Max, dude, you got tough competition.
I don't know. This was, I mean, I was laughing. I mean, obviously, I was literally sitting next to you. I was sitting next to my boy Kent. Mm-hmm. I was laughing, but I don't know. Yeah. I was like, I laughed, but
you didn't.
It fell short.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it fell short.
I agree with you. I think that this movie, beyond kind of everything that you said being very repetitive, it is so all over the place. I think that part of the problem for me was that I was really trying to find what this movie is trying to do and how it's trying to kind of feel like. At some points, this movie, it really does try to kind of have a heart and a really good message, but it doesn't kind of work with all the comedy around it. It kind of feels contradictive. It just doesn't really fit. Cameos, I don't know, the movie just has a real awkward feel. Like, even when there are cameos on screen, they don't feel like they belong. They don't feel like they really make sense. Like,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
That was off for me.
Off, didn't feel right,
Yeah.
didn't kind of
Ken,
work.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird.
I mean, I get it, but it didn't work. It fell flat.
I was hoping it was gonna be like a Taken approach.
Yeah, I thought
But
he
it
was
wasn't
eventually.
that at
I thought
all.
he was going to lead into that.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson obviously worked with Seth MacFarlane on A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Not good.
So, yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of things like that for me where it's like things happen and they just didn't work like they should have. Like, again, kind of another, I don't know if it's technically a spoiler, but there's a huge fight, a huge comic book fight with all these characters that we recognize and like that's supposed to be funny, but it's really not, and it just kind of leads to absolutely nothing. Giovanni Ribisi, I liked him in this movie. I think he's really good. I like him as a character actor. But his whole storyline isn't needed. This movie is 2 hours long and only needs to be 90 minutes. Not even. That whole extra storyline is just thrown in there just to make things more complicated, more confusing, more dragged out, and it's really not needed. Like, we have this focus about Ted trying to become, trying to get rights, and then we have this whole, him trying to get to, like, we've seen that already. Just let it go. We didn't need it. All we needed was just that little kind of glimpse of seeing what Donnie's doing. That would have been fine. So, I mean, that's kind of a negative too, where it just tried to be way bigger than it should have been. Mark Wahlberg, honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, I remember talking so strongly about Mark Wahlberg in The Fighter and him really kind of growing his career. And I honestly don't think he even showed up for this movie. Like, anyone could have played this role. Like, I mean, maybe it's funnier to people because it's Mark Wahlberg. I don't think Mark Wahlberg is someone that could really gets me to laugh, though he's been doing a lot of comedies, doing another comedy, Will Ferrell. But honestly, it's like he wasn't even really there. Amanda Seyfried definitely kind of fit in. But, I mean, no one was really effective. No one was really funny. I don't know, the movie was just all sorts of confused and underwhelming.
I really can't say anything.
I mean, I like the few movie references. There's a lot of movie references in this movie. Ted's name. Ted's name is probably my favorite, second favorite part. Yeah, Breakfast Club. I mean, tons. There's one amazing part. I will say, just is very funny with Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
reference.
oh yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny.
But beyond that, like, it's just totally like.
But even during the Jurassic Park reference, you're not like.
It gets old. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're perfectly right. It's like, oh, in theory it should work, but it's like, all right, cool. I get it, but they drag it out.
No, because the scene was at least what? They're realistically 30, 45 seconds.
Yeah, totally.
But if they would have just did 10 seconds
and just did that one line,
and it would have been fine.
But they had to drag it out.
Yeah.
I mean, but like everything, there's literally 30 minutes in this movie that could be cut out.
Yeah, they should have just cut
that whole
the
barn
line.
scene. Yeah.
The barn.
That whole scene's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much unnecessary things here that they're just like, it's like they had Ted 2 and 3 set out and they just connected them.
Which is weird too, because throughout the movie too, they just do a lot of like, they do a very Family Guy style where it's this and then the joke, boom, go.
Yeah.
And then, but for some reason the barn scene, it went in. That's in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler. It's in the air.
Yeah.
And then it hit. And then you should have just went to the next scene instead of giving us another 15 minutes of
just extended nonsense.
The singing.
Yeah, and then there's a song in the middle,
the singing.
which is just awkward.
I wonder if that was that Amanda Seyfried's voice?
I don't know if that was Amanda Seyfried's voice. I didn't know that even happened, but I don't know. There was a lot of just weird, random things that just didn't all fall together. It's very like clumsy and not really sure what it wanted to be. I mean, it was different than anything else I feel like I've seen because it tried to do something different. Because I felt like this movie was different than every other Seth MacFarlane movie I've seen, but not necessarily a good way. So, but I mean, it's different. So maybe he's trying to do something better. I don't know. I mean, the whole Flash Gordon. I mean, things have ran its course from the first one that they're still trying to recoup.
Yeah, Flash Gordon.
And it's just like, all right,
we had that already.
Yeah,
we had
it, and it's just like you're saying, they're rehashing the same jokes in this movie, but they're rehashing jokes from the first movie. It's just like, oh, and you know what? And I don't say this often because it's not necessarily true, but you've seen the trailer of this movie. You've seen it all. I mean, all the stuff that's not necessary is the stuff you don't see in the trailer. And that's something, I mean, from the Tom Brady scene to the bar. I mean, everything is in these trailers, and I've noticed it a lot because I just renewed my Hulu subscription, and they've been playing a lot of Ted ads. And I'm just like, wow, man, I've seen pretty much this whole entire movie. But, yeah, I feel just very confused about what that was. I mean, I don't want to say it was an awful movie.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't the worst movie I've seen this year. It wasn't a terrible, but I think it's very much like Ted, where it's just like, all right. I mean, I guess I just kind of something I'll probably easily forget about. I mean, I was really trying to remember anything from Ted 1, and the only thing I could really remember was the fight between Mark Wahlberg and Ted, and that was the only thing I could really remember from the first film. But beyond that, whatever.
All right, 7 days from today.
Not even.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday
Today's
night.
Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days from today.
Terminator.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did some lights go off? Did we turn off some lights with that? You
You're
shut
powerful.
the place down.
You're powerful.
In 5 days, we'll be back.
Yes, we have Terminator Genisys.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about this one going in? I mean, I think me and you have talked about it. I am an avid T2 fan. I think T2 is one of the greatest action movies ever made.
Oh, James Horner.
Yeah, very, very sad news of the loss of James Horner this week. Very unsuspected.
Sorry, I thought
very
James Cameron, then I thought of Titanic.
I know,
Braveheart.
But
rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, definitely. Do you ever? I mean, some people really don't even know that you can kind of listen to a whole movie's background music in a score. I mean, I've talked to people who don't even know really what that is. But if you ever have the opportunity to purchase a James Horner score, I'm telling you that it's breathtaking. You know, it'll really show you what an artist can do for a movie.
Braveheart will take a knife into your stomach and just twist.
Dude, Titanic. Oh, that short soundtrack. Avatar. The Avatar soundtrack is so good. So good. I mean, it's unreal. He was
He was supposed to do Avatar 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
and 5 and 6. And
so, I mean, that's... I don't know. That's tough. But...
moving on. Terminator.
Terminator. I don't know, man.
I'm scared.
Scared because you're afraid it's going to be bad?
Yeah.
Or yeah. I don't know.
To me, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to... And I Terminator 2 is...
Me and James are very alike in the sense that every movie we go into, we want it to be good.
Terminator 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
But this one, the trailer isn't... I don't want to just like... I'm not jacked.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. The trailer doesn't even sell the movie. And we talked about this before. Like when a trailer can't sell it really well, that's kind of bad.
I'm not just
hopefully
saying this.
the people who are cutting the trailers are just totally getting the message off. Because like I see things and I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. And then there's the cheesy moments. Like there's cool action clips and then there's a really cheesy moment. You're like, oh god.
I wish I didn't know that John Connor is a...
Spoiler alert.
That's not even a spoiler. It's in the trailer.
Well, if you've not seen the trailer, but yes.
I wish that I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
The thing about John Connor,
yeah.
Connor, I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is really big, and I was really disappointed that they'd reveal that too. But I mean, like, I keep thinking, when I think of the trailer, out of all the cool things that you kind of see, is, you know, Arnold's head in the cop car, and he's like talking to the cop, he's like, get out, you know, it's just like, ah, man. I mean, I have to admit, I am part interested in seeing, you know, new
Sarah Connor?
No, not new. I'm sorry. Old Terminator versus the new Terminator. And he's like, I've been waiting for you. I'm excited to see that, but I don't know. I'm just not pumped up. So hopefully we'll be surprised.
And then also in 5 days. Oh, sorry. I can turn it on.
Matt,
scare people.
Let's do it. Be it our own.
Can you? If I literally took my shirt off right now and Ashley watched this, she would be like...
Like in amazement?
No, oh god, no. She would be disgusted and embarrassed. Oh. Magic Mike XXL.
Yes, Magic Mike XXL. A movie that was actually really acclaimed, the first film. You know, I mean, it was known for like being, you know, all the girls are gonna go see Channing Tatum.
Sotomayor.
You know, yeah, but there was actually some really, really great filmmaking in it. To me, I was a little bit torn on it, so I'm wondering if the sequel is gonna actually kind of continue to be actually like a strategic film, or if it's just gonna kind
strategic.
Or if it's just gonna be more of like, well, you know, man, that movie made a lot of money. So, Channing, why don't you just go over there and take off your shirt? You know, I wonder if it's going to be one of those. So.
And I can't blame him for doing it.
No, hey, movie's going to make bank. Yeah, movie's going to make bank.
This movie will make bank.
So, I don't know. And I know Kevin Nash is in it, and I always get a kick out of that.
Hey, the Wolfpack.
Ooh.
Sweet!
So, Ted 2, I'd recommend going seeing Inside Out if you've not seen that yet. Tracking down Mad Max.
Mad Max is almost out of the theaters.
Oh, man.
If you haven't seen Mad Max, check out Mad Max. But on other note, Inside Out, though. Fantastic.
Inside Out.
But if you're a fan of Ted, I'm gonna have to watch it.
If you're a fan of Ted and like like own the first Ted, I wouldn't see you not coming to see this movie. But you know.
But if you haven't seen Ted 1 and you're always on the fence, this one's not gonna help you.
No, I'd recommend going to rent the first Ted or buying the first Ted,
jacked up,
and then being that and just letting it kind of happen. So
yeah.
I don't see a Ted 3 in the future. I don't know how much money this movie would do.
Well,
I think it's a really interesting time.
If it makes money, it will be in. If it makes money, it will be a part 3.
I just don't know if it'll make money.
Debatable.
Do you think it'll make money? I think there are really big competitors right now, and I think that it doesn't even get its full week. You know, I mean, immediately we're getting hopped into Terminator, which I think will make money. So
Terminator will make money, and so will Magic Mike, and then
Mike, Terminator will definitely make money.
Ted
Jurassic
could be in trouble because if Ted doesn't do well, which I don't think it's going to get good word of mouth.
Yeah.
Inside Out and Jurassic World will submerge it.
And Inside Out being like, you know, one of the highest grossing film.
Original
from Pixar,
film.
Original film.
It's the highest original.
And also
highest grossing
second highest
Pixar.
since Toy Story. So, and that movie, you know, people are still going to go see. You know, people are still going out to see Inside Out.
Well, Inside Out's lucky because Inside Out's counterproductive to Terminator. Everything. So they're gonna have long
and
legs.
that's gonna be a movie that people are gonna keep going to see, or you know, are gonna talk about or hear about. And there's people who maybe weren't able to get the kids out opening weekend. So that's gonna be a movie that's gonna stay consistent in the box office. So I don't know. I'm interested in what Ted's gonna do. I know there are fans, but I don't know if the numbers are gonna be overwhelming.
Dang, I love that teddy bear though. I love that teddy bear. If he was on tour, I'd go to his tour. If he was real.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would too, I guess.
All right, well, if you don't know...
Talking teddy bear. I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
ChasingCinema.com's...
The Film Lovers website.
By the way.